to another weekly vlog. We're doing this thing. We are currently reading these two sequels, Two Twisted Crowns, the second in the One Dark Window duology. I hope it's just a duology. I'm not that far into it, but I am annotating it and I am loving it. We'll probably get some sexy annotation footage of me just going to town on this book because I'm loving it, and I keep saying that I want to copy over the annotations for like this series and a couple of other books that I really like and sell them for funsies on Pango Books. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because if you don't know, I was telling this to the Besties in their exclusive behind the scenes vlogs, but I have a pre-existing arm injury that I got in college that means if I draw or write for extended periods of time, I risk tearing the muscle and just being out of commission, which we don't want. We don't want that. But I love, one, writing and drawing, and two, I also really enjoy annotating. And I don't know, we'll see. But this has been fun. It's very slow going. In a whole nother vein, I am reading Iron Flame. A lot of people consider this a flop. And I'm not loving it, but I'm not seeing the hate from the first one. Like, if you enjoyed the first one, I can see you liking this. Like, it's not as terrible as people are saying, at least not more so than the first book. And I liked the first book, right? I see the issues. I went into it knowing the problem, same with this one. And so maybe that gave me a one-up on it. Like, I just was prepared. But yeah, I'm not hating it, but I'm also finding that it's not as gripping as the first book. Like, I'm ready for it to be done and I'm not even halfway through it. So that's kind of problematic when you've got a bunch of books that you're trying to read before the end of the year. These are the only books that I am currently working on. I did kind of want to keep doing the weekly TBRs, but last week was such a flop that I also don't want to because I'm still getting over this cold, which is mostly fine, right? I'm mostly okay, but I have no energy. I keep finding moments where like my energy just plummets. I go from being, oh yeah, we're all good, to just nothing. And so productivity has not been a thing this week, which extra sucks because it's my week off, right? I was gonna do all the things. We were gonna do all the things. And I slept a good chunk of it. And I am not the type of person who likes to waste time sleeping. Like, I get my sleep, it's important, but I'm not trying to do a whole bunch of extra of it, if you know what I mean. Like, I only have a limited of time in my days and I don't want to spend it all sleeping. So yeah, I've been frustrated to say the least. Hopefully things are turning around and I'm going to be able to take you along the ride as I do things, whatever those things may be, because there's a lot of things that need to be done. And we're just gonna find out what those things are. Okay, I guess let's do this. Starting with planner and stationery updates. I have some like reading journal updates because I was thinking that I might try to use my Bible size plotter planner, which is basically a personal size rings. I can make these report cards for the books that I read. So at the end, I can do a little write-up and I can keep it in here. And then when I'm all like, oh, let's move on, I could go ahead and like slide them into the book to keep. Because if you don't know, I love keeping my book-related stuff in the actual books. So, like, I do these cards. So this was when I was working on the Lunar Chronicles, and for that, I just wrote notes when certain things happen. These are spoilers, by the way, so read at your own risk. This is how I do my book notes instead of doing them in a journal. But part of me also wants to have like an official reading journal, and this size is similar enough to this size that I could probably basically do the same thing, and then I can keep them in here if I wanted to, or for books that I don't keep and they can just like get stored, or I can slide them into the books like I like doing, and it could be the best of both worlds. I don't know, but I tried it for a couple of books that I ended up liking from this month. So this is mostly just like a synopsis. I do think in the future that I want it to be more personal. Again, spoilers, because this just breaks down what the book is about. And I used my typewriter for this, so I thought that could be a fun way to go about it, but I don't know. We're just spitballing ideas. I have done a couple more pages in my Creative Commonplace book, which we may or may not get further into once I open up my sticker stuff. But this has been great. As you guys saw in the last video, I ended up doing this. And then I just continued with a couple more pages, just working out ideas and inspiration. And I'm just kind of sitting down and going to town. I do want to print out some more stuff so that I can continue working, because even though I do have some stuff to work with in here, I want some more stuff. So I think it might be like a habit where I sit down, print some stuff out, maybe weekly or something, who knows. Once a week, once every other week, something like that, so that I just have fresh content for that. And then everything else has pretty much been the same so far. I have made an update with how I manage my main memory keeper planner. Doing this thing where at the top section, this is basically just a free-for-all journaling, and I'm changing days with colors. So this was one day. This technically is the same day, this green and this dark green, which kind of looks black, because I got a new fountain pen, and the ink that I was using originally, which is this darker one, is not waterproof, and you can see like it's smudging all over the place. And so I decided to swap it out for this latex acrylic ink that I already had on hand when I was doing Inktober several years back. It's not as tiny. This is one day, and then I do a stamp, and then the next. And then down here is place for me to write specific stuff for that day. So I'm trying that out to see if that works for me. This day I put up Christmas decorations, so that was one of the big things that I did during the day, and then I just did other journaling at the top, and that's going well. Next up, we have the postcard. This is one of my favorite illustrators, so I always enjoy getting the goodies. So I usually get 2 of their monthly postcard plus a bonus, and the bonus this month is a bookmark, which I'm all here for. Loving it. Then I guess we can do our monthly sticky subscription box, and then we'll do the advent calendar last. So they always come with a plastic folder to carry everything in. So the first one is this black and white one with gold foiling. Looks like it's got this like Christmassy vibe to it. These theme stickers that I think you're supposed to use to kind of decorate this if you wanted to, but I actually never really use them. And then we have one of our bonus items, which is some note pages. And it looks like we also have some postcards. Not a big fan of these necessarily, but it's okay. All right, then the main attraction would be our stickers. I love everything about this sheet. Look at those animals, so friggin' cute. Like Winter Hut, this guy, they're so cute. Oh my goodness, look at him. That's so adorable. These as well. Love it. All right. Okay, then we have these winter woodland creatures that all have like unicorn / narwhal horns. Love that. Even the wolf. That's great. This one, hard to see, but we have a clear witchy apothecary sticker set. I do like it, but I don't necessarily love the material. Here is more of the narwhal woodland creatures. I don't know how often we get stuff from the same artist, but yeah, definitely the same artist here. And then we have this one, which matches the postcards, which that's a nice touch, even if it's not necessarily my favorite. I do like it more in sticker form. Then we have some geodes and crystals. And lastly, we have some snowflakes. Nice. Now we have a butt ton of advent calendar stickers to go through because I have not been keeping up with this. Starting with a couple weeks ago. We have some alphabet stickers, nice. We have cute animal stickers, not super wintry, but still adorbs. All right, then we have these, I don't know, classical looking painted landscapes. Ooh, all right, some potion-y bottles with different things in it. Love that. Oh, that's cute. Hearts with different patterns. Okay, mushrooms and florals. More vintage style painted landscapes. They have similar font and design. I think it's not. I'm assuming this is the artist name and that's the artist name. All right, more florals. I don't know, maybe like watercolor swatches. Yummy, yummy pastries. Okay. Butterflies. All right, and then last one. I'm hoping this is Christmassy. Who knows? Oh, I like this artist. Yeah, cute stuff. All right, and that is that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and close these so that I can use them for something else. We can go ahead and put these away. Okay, so I may have mentioned that I've been super low energy recently, and I have a bunch of Christmas gifts that I need to package, and I just wasn't, I don't have the energy to do what I normally do, which is wrap everything up in like craft paper and then draw on my own designs and do a whole big thing. And so instead, I got a bunch of tissue papers and gift bags. I did get a couple of Christmas sweaters that I actually wasn't expecting to get before Christmas. That's great. I'm too tired right now to put them on. I did get a gift for Kiwi, which we're gonna wrap as well. Got some cute small bags, medium-sized bags. The skizzers are too far from me. I don't wanna get up and get up. Do I have to? The whole point of this clip is to prove that I am tired and low energy and kind of lazy right now. It's okay. We can get up and get the scissors. Scissors acquired. And then in the box is a bag of bags. I went a premium for laziness this year. And then this one comes with even smaller bags, more big bags, but a bunch of like gift tags. Oh, it's thin though. Will it even fit the big thing? It's kind of a bummer. Okay, I got it in there. I got big bags because I needed big bags. So easy. Maybe I should like put the finished stuff behind. Finished? It's not finished. Brothers, you can use one of these smaller bags. Basically, it looks like I have two for everyone except Keith. It's actually surprisingly hard to get gifts for my little brothers because we do wish lists and like nobody in my family except for me is good at keeping up with their wish lists. Toothpicks. This is great. These are useful. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and write the names, two for each family member. Okay, so I've gone ahead and written the names on all of the tags, and I have strings for the tags so I can attach them to their likely places. And we're not trying to match or look cute here. Clashing is fine. That's what I'm telling myself. As long as the right name is on the right thing, it's okay. There we go. First one. We're making this work. Doing what we gotta do. Struggle bus. Not sure why this is giving me such a hard time. Got it, got it. Pretty simple here. Attaching. Again, clashing is okay. We're just embracing the ridiculousness. And then last one is Kiwi. Okay, so now that that's all sorted, and now we have these to use. Sweet. Now it's time for me to bring these all downstairs. Hello, it is Saturday, right? Yeah, December 23rd. I finished another book while I was doing my workout, and then after I wanted to start something else that wasn't the two that I'm currently like slowly making my way through. So I picked up Love Boat Reunion because I am trying to get through a bunch of sequels. Not enjoying this as much as I wanted to, but we're still pretty early on. I'm what, like 25% into it, but it's kind of chunky, so little sad that that's not going smoother. I am also finally getting around to doing my holiday cards. They will all arrive very late for everybody, but better late than never, right? I will say I am feeling pretty confident about using the personal size, Bible size plotter for a reading journal, because when I was talking about it earlier, I was like, that actually works out really well, right? Best of both worlds. And so I'm thinking of setting up some of the like monthly tracker type things, and I think that would be pretty smooth. I am a little bit sad though about having those in here, but it makes sense to keep everything together, even if the rest of the pages may or may not end up in the books that they're related to, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so I'm a little confused because I just got a Fae Crate box that I don't remember getting. I don't know if I did a like past box situation thing, because I typically just do book only subscriptions, and I know I've had Fae Crate before, although I don't know if I actively have them. This is not a book only thing, so I think I must have seen it when they were doing one of their sales and then forgot that I purchased it. So it comes with a bunch of stuff. This is some sort of luggage belt. There's a pretty star necklace thing going on, and then an hourglass apparently. It's pretty cute. I love stuff like this. And then there's a book plate and the print. So this is November 2023, Divine Destiny. And there's this book and this one. Nice. I'm just confused because I had attempted to rejoin, but they didn't have a book only option. So I didn't do it. And I don't know this book. And I know this one even less. This looks like an indie publish. Tarot related, I'm all here for this. And this looks like some sort of LGBTQIA plus romance, which I'm totally here for. So I ain't mad at it. I'm just confused. Good morning. Okay, so today is Sunday, December 24th. That means it is Christmas Eve. It's not morning anymore, actually. It's friggin' 3:42. But yeah, I wanted to give you some updates because lots of stuff has been happening. So this morning, I woke up and focused on reading the book S by J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorse. I actually have a little bit of a clip from this morning about what this book is all about and my thoughts and stuff like that. What I say is not spoilers, just don't read anything. And I'll insert that clip now. I have Kiwi sitting here beside me, like the cute little cuddle buddy that she is. I love you. And I guess I should mention that I'm starting yet another book because I am working through my end of the year TBR, and I know this one is very time consuming because not only are you reading the book, but then you're reading the margins, and then you're reading the letters and the random things added to it. So it's very slow going, but it's so friggin' fun. Like, the only reason I had stopped it last year, I was doing it for a video, and then something else came up, and then I was like, okay, I'll put this on hold, and I just haven't had the time to pick it up because I want to finish it when I pick it up. So hopefully we're gonna finish it by the end of this year. All of this is part of the book. I am not annotating this at all. It comes like that. And it also comes with random things inside. So this book is so friggin' cool. If you don't know, this is not the cover. It comes in a slip box that just says S. Before I tell you about it, I wouldn't read any of this because this is 313 pages into it. So, like, beware. It's a book about a book, and the book that it's about is The Ship of Theseus by V.M. Straka. This is made up. None of this is real. And the story is written. So we have this story. One of them is reading the story for his thesis, and there's a bunch of conspiracy theories basically about the author Straka, and he's inferring from this story stuff about the author. And as this is happening, a woman at the library that he's writing in the book in finds, and they have a discourse, a back-to-back, and she kind of joins him in his hunting and theory and stuff because she's trying to figure out what she wants to do. She's in school, she's struggling, there's all of these different things going on. And so it is their relationship building, it is external things happening, it is, you know, their thoughts, and then it's also an analysis of the book itself. In addition to them, there is also these footnotes from the editor of this document, because basically what happened is, I guess, he died before the book was finished. So they finished it, and they put a bunch of footnotes based off of their assumptions and their own theories about certain things. And it's so fun to read, especially when you get to some of the like random things that they include. So all of this like comes inside the book. You've got like letters, you've got pictures, you've got postcards that these two people are sharing with each other. So there's like a romance, there's a mystery, and then there's this story, The Ship of Theseus. But like this story itself is kind of meh. Like, it's interesting. There's like a revolution happening. There's a ship. There's this guy S who doesn't know himself. He's trying to figure himself out because I guess he like wakes up without his memory. And then there's like a mysterious person that he's trying to find. And then all of these weird things keep happening to him. And so, like, it is vaguely interesting, but the real interesting part is their conversations in the margins. But yeah, so I made decent progress on this, which is fun because I've been meaning to finish this for over a year now. I started it, I believe, in November 2022. It's December 2023, and we're just now reading the second half of the book. And hopefully we can finish it before the year is up so I can mark it off. I love the idea of this book, the mixed media elements, and the kind of discovering this mystery in this super tactile, cool way. And there's supposed to be some sort of like romance going on with a bunch of other stuff like intrigue. It's fun. I recommend. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about it because the experience alone, like, I don't know if I'm gonna love the story in the end, but the experience of reading it has been pretty friggin' amazing. So I do highly recommend. And so, yeah. That's what I'm currently reading. I still have several books that are in progress. We haven't finished them. Lots of reading yesterday. Today has actually been mostly filming. I just filmed a bunch of end of the year content, and now I have to like edit and get all of that together. Hi, hello, super future me here to pop right in since these aren't going up quite as quickly as I wanted them to, but I did set up a Fable book club for the POC book club, which is going to be happening again, and I have a poll up for the March book for 2024. So if you would like to join, I will have links to that down below. I also set one up for the Besties over on Patreon, which they should be getting access to that very soon as well. Big thank you to everybody who's already joined. I'm so excited for the POC book club in the New Year's, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, cool things going on. And if it's not clear, the POC book club is free, and you don't actually have to do anything, but if you want to follow along and be able to vote, I would suggest going to Fable so that you can join in conversations outside of the live shows here on YouTube. Also, if you haven't seen Kayla's from Books and Lala's the Literally Dead book club announcement already, I will be one of the guest hosts for the March pick, which is the Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, which I actually don't have a copy yet, but I hope to get pretty soon. And I'm really excited about that because I've wanted to read it for a while. And I'm so glad she's letting me be a part of that. So stay tuned for that. With that out of the way, let's get back to the video. We are actually going to be doing all of our Christmas celebration stuff today. So I know my stepmom right now is working on a bunch of like cooking stuff. I'm pretty sure when everything is ready, we're gonna eat, we're gonna spend time together, we're gonna open presents, we're gonna have a good time. Tomorrow on actual Christmas day, I will probably mostly just be having phone calls with people that I love and editing videos and reading, because next week is the last week of the year and there's still a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to read and get through. So hopefully we can make that happen. So far things are going pretty well in terms of video shooting, but not so much with video editing. I have a lot of editing that I need to do. Fingers crossed I can make it happen. Also, like, happy friggin' New Year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. Good luck with everything. I hope you're enjoying this video. I have some eggnoggy, which already like 2 sips in and my tummy's all like, I don't know. I love me some eggnog, but my tummy disagrees. I want to continue reading. I want to finish the stuff because I have several great things that I'm currently reading. I have other things that I want to read. There's so much that I want to do, you guys. Why is there just me? I have a little bit more energy than I have in recent times, but not a lot. But we are at least being more productive, so. Basically Christmas songs are celebrating. Okay, book updates. I started a lot of books in this video and then for some reason didn't tell you my final thoughts on any of them. Now part of that's because this video ended up taking way longer than I expected. It's not a week, it's like several, so my bad. But let's start from the top. Iron Flame. I ended up enjoying it. The second half was a lot more enjoyable than the first half. I didn't like the whole thing as much as I liked the first one because of that. Like, it just took me a while to get into it, but I did end up getting into it. I am planning on continuing it. It's not an amazing series, but it's not as bad as people were saying. Like, if you like the first one, you'll probably like this one. Mammoths at the Gates. I don't know how I feel about this series necessarily. It is very just chill, simple, small stories, and I want more from them, if I'm being honest. I enjoyed it, it was fine, but I finished it feeling like I wanted more. And so I don't know how I feel about the series, because I just don't think that's what the series is supposed to be giving you. And these are all, every single one of these except S, a continuation of a series, so I'm not going to go super detailed into the book, although I feel like you could read this out of order. Got to hear a little bit more about the monks at their home. Yeah, she returns home to the Singing Hills for the first time in almost 3 years and is met with both joy and sorrow because somebody important to them dies. Oh yes, it's kind of like a memorial. Interesting things happen. I like the series, but I don't know. I just want more, I guess. House of Roots in Ruin is the second in a series, and the first one, House of Salt and Sorrow, I really loved the vibes and the stories about a group of sisters who are basically cursed to die young. It's been a while since I read the first one and this one. They felt very independent and separate. Each book is based off of a different sister. This one ends up going somewhere else and just having a very completely different experience. I ended up really liking it in the end, although I don't oh, it's so annoying being all like, I don't fully know how I feel about it, but like, that's how it is. It's not amazing. I was invested. There's like a sort of romance situation, and then there's kind of a, I almost want to say love triangle, but not exactly, because it's not a love triangle technically. And there's like twists and turns and secrets and just all kinds of drama, yada, yada, yada. It was fun. I liked it. I will continue the series. It felt very different from the first one though. Like they had very different vibes, which is okay. And I do still plan on continuing. Then you did get a little bit more information about this one, Love Boat Reunion. This is the second in a series as well, which I think is supposed to be a trilogy. And I don't know how I feel about that. I struggled with this one. I was very annoyed by the characters. I was very annoyed by their actions and the things that they were doing. And then it went in a direction that I got behind and I ended up liking what it did. It's not meant for me though, so it seems a little unfair for me to continue this series because it's very YA. It's very young and I hate that part about it. But I already have 2 books and I want to complete, like, I just need one more and the series done. But it's not for me, so I'm probably not going to like it. But in each case, I end up liking it more in the end than I expected to. So a dilemma for sure. The completionist in me wants to continue the series, but the realist in me doesn't. And then finally, I did complete S, which again, highly recommend for the experience. But if I'm being honest, the plot, meh, right? The intrigue, meh. The engagement's there because of how unique the experience was. So the Ship of Theseus story was okay. I think because I was more interested in the story between the 2 characters that were talking in the margins, I wasn't as invested in the main story. And I think that may actually be more interesting than the story in the margins. And so I felt a little bit disappointed when the story in the margins didn't do as much as I was hoping that it would, or go where I was hoping it would go. That being said, still freaking loved the experience. I think it was a phenomenal experience. I would read it again, and I really hope more things like this come out in the future. Having the like tactile props as part of the book and reading experience is so cool. It's so cool. And I feel like this would be great for like a spooky haunted house mystery where like someone's uncovering their, you know, family line and you get to see the portraits and, you know, some of the documents and letters and stuff like that. And then you could also have a similar thing where they're talking with somebody else and there's like a back and forth with, like, I feel like you can do this in another scenario and have it be really satisfying, and I want that. Like, I want that for myself. So these are the books that we touched upon in this video. I read a lot more that I didn't cover. I'm not doing the best with sharing the books because I haven't been doing the best with editing these videos. So then I stopped filming because I didn't want to have so much fun. You know, you get it, you get it. It's gonna be a minute before I get my groove. So bear with me. Thank you for being awesome. I do hope you join me on the book club. The fact that there's like, it's growing, people are there. I would appreciate if you would vote though. I need more people to vote on the March book because we don't have a lot of time and we've got some ties. And I need to break those ties. So please vote as soon as you see this. Otherwise, I look forward to catching you in the next video and hanging out with you over on Fable or in the comments sections down below. If you made it this far, include a boat emoji. Thanks for being awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, bye!